Okay, so I found some star forms that we're going to use for and the cocktail stick for the horse. I also found this sheet that keeps lurking about in my collection. It's got a carpet bag on there, which might be useful. Don't think there's anything else really. Yeah, but might have that carpet bag off of there. Right, so the horse's cocktail stick. So we've got orange and silver on the horse. So I'm thinking this glittery star form. There's no number on the sheet, so I can't give you the sheet number. All I'm going to do is wrap it round like you would washi tape or ribbon. Glue it if you want to, just to make sure it sticks. And you might need to keep pressing as you go because you don't want it coming undone. And just like we do with the stalk, we're going at an angle. But I thought this would give it a little bit of a little bit of sparkle. I have to say, I don't know how many times I've watched Mary Poppins, and I'm talking the original one with Dick Van Dyke and Julie Andrews. Absolutely amazing film, love it. It's got to come out every Christmas. Let me know if you like it or you prefer the remake. Okay, so I'm just leaving a bit of space in between each one, like I do when I do the straw. And the straws are paper, remember. There is a project coming up where I might have to use a plastic one because of the weight of the tree. That's it. Might just pop a little bit of glue on the top and the bottom just to keep the ends down. And, you know, use anything you've got. If you want to use washi tape, use washi tape. If you want to use star forms, use star forms. Right, that Nouveau is not gluing the ends, so I'm going to hot glue it. Okay, so just wait for the gun to heat up. Let's just glue down these ends on the cocktail stick. Add that to our horse. And then we've got our carousel horse. Oh. Again, glue gun is doing its own thing. There we go. So there's the carousel horse. I did pull out the red and white one as well, which matches the bow. Actually, let's go with that. And I don't know where these came from because they have no name on them. Okay, so with the ribbon, again, you don't have to start at the very top because it's going in 2 inches. Just going to hot glue the top to start with, and then gone the wrong way again. Right, that's not a problem. Don't worry if you do that either. If you do it wrong and you need to pull it back off, don't worry, it's going to get covered up. Right, now go in the direction of the straw and then glue the first segment on, and then you can glue every other piece. You don't have to glue each wind, just glue every other piece if you want to. And none of this is going to be seen up in the tree head, so I'm not that worried. Right, and then we just follow the direction of the straw. Make sure it's got a small gap between each one and just follow it round. Make sure it's nice and tight. You don't want it coming undone. So I'll finish this off camera and then I'll be back. Right, there we go, it's all done. And of course I've got that rough bit at the top, but that's going up into the head. So some hot glue down inside the head. In it goes. There we are. So I'm going to let that dry. Put that to one side. Let's get on with the pot. So glue the base to the pot. And then inside the pot we're going to use some stones or pebbles or whatever you've got. Get some out the garden. You don't have to buy them, you can just get them out the garden. These ones are out of my garden. So they're going inside. And we're going to glue the stalk inside to the bottom. And then build round it with some more stones and polystyrene. You've seen me do this on the other video, so I'm just going to do that off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so there it is, it's all done. Polystyrene is on the top and that gives us a base to cover. Now, we're going to need to make a Mary Poppins sign. You know I've got to have a sign on all my trees. So I'm going to see what I've got to make the sign with, and then we'll go from there with that. We was going to add these pictures to the pot, so we're going to do that. And we've got London on the front there. So we'll put that on. And you can decorate it with anything you like. You know, you could decorate it with the carousel horses. If you make a few of these up, and then you can position them around the tree. Right, next one we've got, we'll do a long Paris one because we've got to do a long London one. Now, I think it needs a bit of ribbon or something going around the top edge. So, the front one is going to be the Big Ben one. Let's have a think about this sign. I do have a wooden plaque, which I use for the Wizard of Oz tree. It only comes with 2 plaques, unfortunately. But we could use that. Looks quite aged. I'm going to put Mary Poppins across there. Might add a couple of sentiments or something on it. Might have something poking out the top. So yeah, I'll have a think and then I'll be back. Using this plaque, I've coloured it in Watermelon Spectrum Noir Sparkle. Look at the sparkle on that. I hope you can see it on camera. It's beautiful. So let that dry, and I've coloured in a little wood piece to look like a robin, both sides, and he's going to sit on top of the sign now. Might have a couple of other bits coming off it. I have got this glittered page, which I could just about get Mary Poppins out of. What did I use this for? I used this for another one, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I used it for a card. That's right, I used it for a card, which hasn't gone on. Well, it might well have gone on by the time I've put this one up. So yeah, so I'm thinking this might work. Like glitter with gold, you can actually see the red coming through there. And of course we need 3 P's, which I've just about got on here, which is why I thought this sheet might be the best way to go. These ones are very sticky. Okay, we're nearly there, and oh, I don't know whether the S is going to fit. Hopefully. There's the S. Just about. Well, that was lucky. Right, there's our Mary Poppins. Good. I was going to add a little streamer or something across it, but I don't think there's going to be room. I want this carpet bag on there somehow. Don't think that's going to work, so I might have to put that on the actual tree. So as I said, the little robin's going to go on that twig next to it, and butterfly maybe, little wooden butterfly, so that needs colouring. So what we're going to do with this one, let's have a look. And I use the Artisas for the robin. I'm going to do the butterfly so it can be seen. That purple, that's a nice colour. I just want to do the body in black. And I'm doing both sides, so if you look from the back, you still get to see what's on there. There we go. These wood pieces, they soak up the pens. You can go over them 2 or 3 times. Okay, so robin there, butterfly there, and that's being glued onto a cocktail stick, which I need to get some more of. So I use these for quite a lot of different things. Going to cut it down And as I say, don't throw away the other end, because you can use this as a walking stick for projects. Right, let's stick the cocktail stirrer on the back first. So again, centre. Like that. Going to stick the rub in there. Like that. So there's our sign. Wonder if we could get a streamer on the bottom. This is the Fun Stickers Kids Zone by Craft Planet. Oh, we might fit it on. Or we could put it on the back. There we go. Some balloons maybe. Just to put a little something on the back. And we've got this red, black mark here, which was actually on the wood. But the pen didn't cover it up. Let's put it, balloons on that side. Put the flower on that side. That's better. So I don't think we're going to fit a whole streamer on with that going over the letters. That's a shame. Okay, maybe something else. But that's the sign. So that's going in the top of the tree. Like that. So put that to one side. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Put the chimney sweep brush across the top. No. Okay. Right, so moving on. We've got to decorate the top area of the tree here, of the pot here. And we still need to put something around the edging, which I think will either be pearls or diamantes. Let me see if I've got enough pearls. Okay, I think we'll decide against pearls because you won't be able to see that they're white on a white background. So we're going to go with red gems to match the tree. And follow it round. I know it's difficult for you to see. So there we go. So the pot's decorated. We've got the London and Paris and Italy going round the bottom. We've got Big Ben at the front. And now we've got our gems going around the pot. Now we need to decorate this top part with something. Okay, I've decided on red flowers because red is a significant colour for her as she wears a red bow. So I think we'll use red. And I'm just going to literally go around, add in the flowers. They've got a little bit of netting so they can poke over the top. I'm just going to glue them in. Okay, so this is a bit random. My Studio Girl, Stick, Stack and Restick Tokyo Girl. But I saw a teapot and a cup in there, and I'll put these ones on the sign. This one's got potential for next year's Chinese New Year. Right, so just going to put the teapot there, and they're 3D, which is nice. And a little cup next to it. Oh, actually, look, there's a black mark on this one as well. Wonder why that is. Trying to cover up all these marks on the wood, but it's not being very successful. Right, kettle there, teacup there. I've just seen a brolly on here. Wrong colour again. But that's different. Yeah, so don't know what that is down there. I think we'll go with that. That little mark there, I'm going to cover it up with a couple of gems, I think. Don't know why these pieces of wood come with black marks on them like they do. Obviously because they're mass manufactured. That's it, right, that doesn't need any more on it. And that is going in the top between the flowers. So let's make a hole with my trusted skewer. Right, a little bit of glue. In it goes. That is difficult to get in. Oh, yeah. Ooh, straw. Oh, I've bent my straw. That is not good. Okay. Out it comes. Ugh. Okay, I've ripped the straw out. That's got to be redone. Because it broke. Right. And I'm not leaving it broken. Okay. Let me redo the straw. I'll have it back in its place and we'll move on. Okay, so I've redone the straw. There we go. It's back in the pot, back in the head of the tree. All is good. Saved. Okay. So now we've got to start doing the embellishments. Got to have this carpet bag on there. So, is it just going to be a sticker? It doesn't look very good as a sticker. Might have to put that on a piece of card. There we go. Just fussy cut it. And then it can be glued on instead. The only real significant thing I didn't have was the carpet bag, and I thought, how am I going to do that without having to make one? But then I saw that sticker. There we go. Now that can be stuck on. I would cut that hole out in the middle, but I don't want to risk messing it up, so we won't bother with that. I'm just going to stick it on the side. Okay, so we've got the carousel horse, which I think I might put in the bottom. Yeah, I think that should have a little ball on the top. So it looks like a pole. So we'll get that put on. Still don't know what I'm doing with the parasol yet. Okay, now off camera I've made a little beaded chain that says supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I've checked the spelling, so if it's not right you can blame Mr. Google. And I want to set that up around the top of the tree, so that's got to be done. Still got to put something on the base of this parasol, and then let's have a look at our other bits. So we're not going to do the teapot and cup because we've already got one. Going to do the apron, the hat, and I've shown you this before. When they're buttons, all you do is just clip the back off. Oh, that's shot across the room. And then you can just use them for your projects if you don't want to use them as buttons. And they squish quite nicely between the flowers. I'm not going to bother doing it with the boot ones because you won't see it between the flowers. And then we've got a couple of red bows there. And the sugar. We've got a cotton reel which we can add some cotton to, and the medicine which we need to fill with something, and a coat hanger. And of course we've got the chimney brush, and anything else that we want to stick on. So don't know where we're going to put our chimney brush yet. What I need to do is get the word on first to see where it starts and finishes. And we've got to fill the medicine bottle with something. Now when I did the Alice tree, if you've seen it. Okay, so here they are. So we're going to fill it with those. I've got a little scoop here somewhere. Right, now this didn't work too well last time, so let's hope it... Oh, there we go already. Just going to fill it with some seed beads. It's a good use for your beads, your seed beads that you wouldn't otherwise use. There we go. Right, now I'm going to glue that lid on because I don't want them falling out. Oh, they're everywhere. Okay. So that's the little bottle of medicine. Right, going to glue the cork in, as I said. . so they're never coming out. There we go, that's done. So just something for the bottom of this parasol now. I was going to colour the heading of the bird green like a parrot, but then I don't know, it might be too dark. So I want something like a bugle bead, or so there's like a stopper on the end of the brolly. Okay, so it's filmed in 3 parts, this one. So if you head over to part 3, you'll see the final stage of the tree. Before you do that, I'm just going to show you it again. I've had to take the stalk out again because the head fell off, and I've redone the stalk and the base of the head. What it was I'd gone too far in with the scissor, made the hole too big, so the straw was just kind of knocking about between the 2 walls of the ball. So careful when you do your hole that you only go into about 2 inches. Okay, I'm going to add a couple more things to it, nothing serious. And as I said, you'll see that at the end of the 3rd video, the 3rd part, when I show you the full tree and pictures. Okay.